Well, hello there. Master Hellish here, and welcome to our Monday night OpenTTD Live Let's Play. Now, I just remembered that I accidentally put Series 9 live on the last Series 6 video, so I need to fix that sometime soon. But hello and welcome, everybody. We're going to be cracking on with some OpenTTD soon, but we've got some exciting OpenTTD news, which I will reveal a little later. Once we've got a few more people in. I'd see there's a few people coming along now, including Jack the Transport that says, sorry I've missed the last few live stream. I've been in hospital or busy with important things that took over my calendar. Well, I hope you're doing good, and welcome. Now remember, of course, you don't have to catch me live. All of these streams are put on my YouTube channel afterwards. So if you miss a live stream and you want to see it, you can just go over there. There's a playlist. There's also a playlist on my website as well. You can check that out. But I'm just gonna get the game up and rolling. Let's see. We're doing season 9. Series 9, episode 13 tonight. I think it'll be. Headset. I've got a problem with my headset where if the power button's not in the right place, one of the outputs doesn't work. Like, I only get sound out of one side of the headset, which is obviously very annoying. Well, it looks like there's some issues on Twitch. But hello everybody, ahoy, hi, hello, welcome. We've got a few things to do today. But as the title of the live stream says, vehicle bodies. I'm enjoying the music. So the assembly plant is what we're focused on in this series. So in this series, we're playing FIRS, and we've got Steeltown on, which is basically the production of these vehicles. That's the whole goal, really. Why is my microphone down there? There we go, that's better. At the moment, we are producing vehicles already. We're supplying engines and tyres, and apparently the rest is just magic. Brandon has just put the link to Steeltown in the Twitch chat, so if you're over on Twitch, you can hit that link and check out the economy which we are doing. I'll show it on screen as well, actually. I'll show it on screen as well, because it's good for the video too. So let me just zoom in and adjust, and there we go. Here we go. Look, there we are. So you can see here that we've got on the far right hand side, this is the assembly plant where you need to get tyres and vehicle parts and vehicle bodies and vehicle engines in. We've done half of that already. And there's all this infrastructure behind it to make that happen. I think there's some parts of this infrastructure which are like mandatory and some parts that aren't. For example, you have to have an engine plant to get the engines. But to produce engines, you don't have to have a blast furnace. You can get aluminium from a bulk terminal. Or you could just get sand from a quarry and just push that straight into the engine plant. There's different ways of doing it. Above the line says, I'm currently fighting against YouTube on my phone to stop my screen becoming grayscale for some reason. Oh, that sounds very broken. That sounds painful. I hope that resolves itself quite soon. I'm not sure if we're going to have any problems, but I've actually got my RAID array rebuilding at the moment on my machine. I took out a hard drive. I'll see if I can grab it. So at the minute, I've got two 6 terabyte drives. There we go. In RAID in my computer, and this is one of the ones that I've taken out, and then I've put a new one in because I suspected this one was getting a bit. I think it was making dodgy noises, and I didn't want to risk the data, so I've taken it out. And we'll put it in the server. We'll put that in the server in an upgrade that we're going to do soon. We'll probably do the upgrade live. And yeah, so I just pulled one drive out, pushed the other drive in, restarted the computer, and that's it. The kind of upgrade was done like that. But it's having to rebuild the data. And I think it's about halfway through doing that. I'm not sure. But I'm not gonna mess around with it while I'm live streaming. We'll just leave that running in the background. It shouldn't affect anything to do with. Oh my goodness! Oh, it shouldn't affect anything to do with the live stream. I've just noticed that there's a Master Hellish icon, the emote that I put in place for people that subscribe on Twitch. It is. If you want to support the channel, don't consider doing Twitch. Viewer Plus is the way of doing it. Because I'm not sure I'm going to get the revenue from Twitch because they're being really funny about it, and I'm not going to be affiliate in the future as well. So we'll see about that. But yeah, Viewer Plus, there's no middleman, there's no big company corporation sat between you and me taking all half the money. Okay, PayPal takes a little bit, but they're providing a fantastic service in securely actioning your payments. So. But yeah, I forgot that we actually had some emotes for those people on that platform. Right, we need to concentrate. This music's a bit loud to me. There we go. I don't know. Maybe I'm imagining it's loud. I'm going to turn it down. It's a quiet night for me tonight. It's a relaxing night. Now, don't let me forget to tell you all about the OpenTTD news in a little while. Hey Dexter, welcome. Dexter's watching on YouTube. So last time we got an airport in, and we actually used an airport for a reason, and it works really well. We are transferring engineering supplies away from the assembly plant. It's a kind of byproduct. So you get the vehicles, but you also get engineering supplies and farm supplies. And we were flying them out this way, servicing at Tomato Service Station, and then coming all the way up to this section up here. You know what? This section up here should really have its own Viewer Plus name. It's the what's it's producing? It's the Salt Zone. So over here at the tyre centre where we're producing the tyres, one of the things we need to produce the tyres is the steel wire rods, and one of the things that we use to make the steel wire rods is the acid. Okay, so we pour salt in. It's basically salt in, acid out. So I think we should do that. You can hear the music, so it's probably too loud. Well, it's looking okay on the tracking system. Yeah, it's a quiet section of music at the moment. Anyway, this is the salt to acid section. So let's get it named after a viewer plus subscriber before we crack on, because it really should be. And that viewer plus subscriber is Mike Gamer. Congratulations, Mike Gamer. We're going to name this section of the network after you. Thank you very much for your support. Let me just see. I'll make sure I type that right. Was there an E? I think there was an E. Was it? Was it just... I've mistyped that now. Hang on a minute. Let's go back to OpenTTD and fix that. Was it just Mike with M-I-C? Somebody in chat correct me, please. Thank you. And we'll name that bit once we've got the correction in. But that's what we did last time. So now we're going to be working on, what did I say? The vehicle bodies. Oh, right, okay. This is going to be a big, like, two multi-parter. It was Mike. You think it was just Mike? M-I-C. Okay. So to get the vehicle bodies that we need for the assembly plant, let's have a look at the industry chain. What produces vehicle bodies? Well, vehicle bodies are produced in a body plant. Oh dear. Hey, Mike's here. Different Mike, I think. Guess it's that time again. Monday night with Hellish. Indeed, indeed. And please don't let me forget the OpenTTD news in a little while's time. So we are going to need a body plant connected to this assembly plant. But the important thing is what the body plant needs. So the body plant needs glass, paints and coatings, and steel sheets. Oh my goodness. Have we got any of these things already? I don't think we have we? We haven't got a glassworks. Don't forget about the news. Thank you, Brandon. Keep reminding me every 5 minutes, because the viewer plus people have already had an advance warning of what this news is. So Brandon won't be surprised when you hear it. Over here, what did I say? We were doing salt, weren't we? So it's not that. Do we have a wharf? What's this over here? Is this a wharf or is this something else? No, this is a bulk terminal, not a wharf. And I think, is this a bulk terminal too? Yeah, that's a bulk terminal too. So I don't think we have a wharf. We have a wharf? Do we have a wharf? Where's the wharf? You remember making wharf jokes. It doesn't mean that we've got a wharf. Yes, the paints and coatings come from a wharf. Sheet and pipe mill. We've got that, haven't we? Isn't that here? No, that's a wire and section mill. That's different. So we ain't got any of this. One of the first things you did. Oh, hang on a second. No, not there. Here. This is a wharf. Okay. So this wharf, we're not actually doing anything with apart from stealing some of the engineering supplies. So we didn't actually do the wharf. We're just nicking some stuff from it. I guess we're just going to have to work this out bit by bit. We're going to have to work this out bit by bit, aren't we? So, body plant, we'll build one in a convenient place. Probably in the... Should we put a body plant in the middle of this lake? And then we can go from the body plant over to the assembly plant nice and neatly. And then we can then get in the glassworks wharf and the sheet and pipe mill. Okay, let's take each of these in turn and look at what we want and where. There's going to be a bit of planning involved today, folks. But we kind of need it to get things right. So this is going to be... We're going to put the body plant in the middle here. BP. You remember the wharf jokes. Oh, you know what? I don't remember what I had for breakfast. Actually, I do remember what I had for breakfast. I had some Cocoa Pops because it's all we had left. I'd eaten all the other cereal that I normally eat. Normally I eat rice and corn-based cereal. But for some reason, all the cereal I normally eat was gone. So I had some of my daughter's Cocoa Pops. Okay. So then if we look at a glassworks and we need to look at the map of the world, let's have a look for where there is a local glassworks. So this is kind of where we're starting. Let's disable all and turn on the glassworks. Okay, so there's a few glassworks in the area. That's nice. But more importantly, what do glassworks need? They need either sand or soda ash, which come from a quarry or a soda ash mine, and they're both primary resources. So quarry, soda ash mine. Quarry, soda ash mine. Let's add them to the map. So quarry, where's quarry? There's quarry, and soda ash mine. So basically, what we want is a high concentration of quarry and soda ash mines near where we then decide to put our glassworks. There appears to be quite a few in this little area. You're hoping your friend orders pizza. It's been a little while since I've had pizza. I like pizza, but I'm trying to avoid wheat as much as possible. So obviously bread, pizza bread. I mean, I will have it, just not very often. We need to get a remember what I did months ago function. Yeah. Well, we could always just go back and watch the video. OpenTTD news. Well, how many people are in the chat? Okay, I'm not going to do the OpenTTD news that I've got to say until we've got at least 40 people watching. And we've got 38 at the minute. So you're going to have to wait a little while until some more people jump on stream. But Elaine says, by the way, my sense of language says it ought to be wharf with a H. Wharf. Am I wrong? I think you're wrong. Wharf is a primary resource. It will produce without input. Yeah, it is a semi-primary resource. So in basic OpenTTD, like in unmodded OpenTTD, you only have primary, secondary, and tertiary resources. You don't have anything that is both a primary and a secondary resource. So Wharf is one of those really weird ones where it will produce some resources without taking any in, but it can take some in. We are going to take some in, though. We're going to just do that. We're concentrating on the glassworks to begin with. So we've got, from what I can see around here, looking in the area, bearing in mind that our glassworks wants to be not too ridiculously far from this lake, we've got one of two options. It looks like we've got a relatively large amount of quarry and soda ash mines around here. Though they're quite spread out, there's a lot there. Or, down here, there is a smaller quantity, but they're closer together, which I think would be really good. Wharf? What is wharf? No, wharf? Wharf. We're going to call it a wharf. So I think there are two main options. The only other thing I'm going to take into account is the topography of the land. So if we've just turned that on, you can see... If we just switch... Where's the area gone? Oh, so it was round here was one option. And you can see it's relatively flat land round there, so that's okay. And it's actually flat round at the other location, so it doesn't matter as well. Okay, folks, I'm going to let chat decide. I'm going to try and... I'm going to have to zoom out. And I'm going to use my drawing on the screen tool. Can I maximize that? Okay, so this is where our assembly plant is. This is where our the part production plant is. It's going to just go across here. And there's one collection of things for a glassworks down here. And there's one collection of stuffs for a glassworks sort of over here. So which one do you want? Do you want the relatively spread out A, or the slightly closer together but further away B? And somewhere in this area we'll have to find a glassworks at some point. But let's find out what chat want to do. Do they want to do the spread out A, or the closer together or B? When it comes to English or Dutch spelling, one ought to not doubt the language sense of little old me. I mean, I'm terrible with spelling and language. One of the things that I'm not very good at is memory. Like, I'm not very good at remembering things. I have to work hard to remember things, or I have to be extremely organised. But yeah, Brandon says further equals more money. That is true. I suppose with A, as it's quite close, we won't get as much money. I don't know what that was, what that scribble was. But with B, they're closer together and we'll get more money for bringing it over. So let's have a look. Gamer Clark says, I've got my popcorn. Yeah, I had some popcorn today. Actually, I've started eating popcorn and rice snacks instead of crisps. Mostly. I still have some crisps sometimes. Or as I think the Americans would say, chips. But that's not the British chips that a lot of places would call fries. Oh my goodness, language. Michael says A, but everybody else is saying B. We're gonna go with B. We're gonna plop some stuff down there. Okay, right. Let's get rid of the drawing. Doop. There we go. So over here, this is going to be our hub for the glassworks. It's not going to be the glassworks. It's going to be the resources for the glassworks. So glassworks resource hub. Okay, is going to be down there. So somewhere between the glassworks resource hub and the body parts, what's it called? Hang on a minute. Body plant. And the body plant, that is where we want our glassworks. Now, the question now is there already a glassworks there? So let's have a look. We're looking for a glassworks in this area. Of course there isn't. There's no glassworks. There's glassworks up here and there's glassworks right next to it. I mean, we could do that. Okay, so we've actually got two options again, folks. And again, I'll let the chat decide. So let me just get a screen grab of it. So we're going over here. This is where the resource is. Maybe these ones as well. Okay. So this is where all the resources are. That is our target. Down here, there is a glassworks. Do we either A, take the resources to the relatively close glassworks and then take them on a long journey over here, or B, that is the world's worst B. B, we put a new glassworks in somewhere in the middle, maybe even in this lake. Here, a new glassworks, and get the resources all the way halfway, turn it into glass, and then bring it the other way. Okay? I don't know which one would be worth more money. I mean, let's have a look in game and see what's worth more, the resources or the glass. I'm gonna have a feeling it's the glass. So at the glassworks we need, oh, I think I clicked on the wrong thing. I did. Okay. Oh, I clicked on a wharf. Okay, so I can just click body plant. There we go. Glassworks. So it's sand and soda ash. So if we look at the cargo payment rates for sand and soda ash and compare that with the glass, there we go, folks. You would, from that graph, assume that it's better to transport the glass further because it's got a higher payment rate. P looks like Droopy, the cartoon dog. I didn't notice. Why don't you use the resources from a top deliverer to the glassworks in B, then only return them, and then on the return take them to from B to A? Oh my goodness. I see what you mean, Elaine. Doesn't it depend on volume? That is also true, Gamer Clark. So, whilst the glass is going to be more valuable to transport, we're going to have less of it because it takes, I don't know if it's 2 or 4 units of input to make the output. You'd be transporting more from a primary resource to a second, and then less of the secondary. That is very true. So at the minute, the chat's about split. We've got Michael says B. We've also got a vote for A. I don't know if anybody else wants to chip in. So let me know what you think, folks. Let me know if you think we should go with the Midway Glassworks or the nearby Glassworks. Option A is nearby. Option B is Midway. We would have to buy one. And whilst you are all voting on that, it's time for the little bit of news that I have. So, let me get my calendar up because it involves my calendar. And I've got to get this right. So, not this Saturday, but Saturday next week. So the 12th of March, I will be doing the next OpenTTD viewers game. Okay, so we'll be doing OpenTTD viewers game on the 12th of March. And now this one is going to be a little bit different time zone wise. Normally we start at midday UTC and go through the afternoon. This one's going to start earlier. So for all the people to the east of where I live, they're probably going to like this because they're going to be like, hey! People over in the States and Canada, maybe not so much this time, but we'll try and do a later one on another occasion. I think we have actually done a later one already, but we'll do different time zones, and I like to mix it up a little bit. So watch out on Discord and social media for the exact times, but I believe we're going to be starting maybe 9 or 10 UTC. So I will announce the exact time somewhere closer to the time. And we will be playing, I think, for 5 hours. So check out all the notifications. We will be doing registration for this event. Registration will be different this time. I'm going to try a new system. Normally, when I do viewers games, I will not let people play if they want to join in partway through for a viewers game. It's different to a public game. When we're doing a public game, people can jump in and out whenever they like. Viewers game, you've got to be there at the beginning. You've got to have registered. I will not let you join partway through. Okay, so this is different. And no, there won't be blue hair. It's not a charity event. For this viewers game, we will do registration on Discord before the stream. And the stream will go live at the time it says it goes live. So you must be on Discord, in the chat, arranged, ready to go, game loaded, all that sort of stuff before the start of the stream. Okay, now I thought about this for a while and it just seems to make sense to me because the people who are going to be taking part need to have Discord anyway. So it's fine to have it as a requirement for registration. So we'll see. There we go. Will there be Viewer Plus? Will the Viewer Plus season be streamed on YouTube? Nothing to do with Viewer Plus. I think people are getting confused here. There is no such thing as a Viewer Plus season. This event happening on the 12th in about 2 weeks' time is a viewers game. Nothing to do with Viewers Plus. Viewer Plus people get priority sign up, but that's it. Okay, it's a session. Sorry, session, not season. It's not Viewer Plus. This is a viewers game. All viewers. Any viewer can register to take part. Okay? And, we'll be doing that event. Okay? So, like I said, watch out on social media and on Discord for the notifications about that. I'm hoping to get them out sometime this week so that everybody else knows about it as well. I don't know exactly what game we're going to be doing yet. We may even do something like Love Wars for a change. I don't know. It was Valentine's recently-ish. But come along to the Discord, and if you've got any ideas of what you want to see for the viewers game on the 12th, then please do come by the OpenTTD channel in the Discord and give suggestions there. It's unlikely we'll do Toyland. Okay, so let's have a look. We've got a load of people in chat. Let's see, we've got hang on a minute. B. There you go, that's mostly B. So people want the Glassworks in the middle, which is what we'll do. Okay, so let's do that. It's probably best profit-wise because you're getting to get a balance of them both, aren't you? So let's get rid of the map. So down here is where the Glassworks resources are coming from. Up there is where the body parts are going to be made. Somewhere in the middle is where Glassworks is going to be. So we'll just put a sign down here for Glassworks. Oh, that's not right. Glassworks. Okay, cool. So there we go. Yeah, it's not Viewer Plus. Not Viewer Plus. Nothing to do with Viewer Plus. There we go. Can someone ban Egg for suggesting an evil thing like Toyland? Egg can ban himself if he likes. Okay, right. So let's now get the industry chains back open again. And we're going to look at... It's vehicle parts, isn't it, today? Why is my calendar there? Go away, calendar. Vehicle bodies, not vehicle parts. Vehicle bodies. There we go. So the other thing we need is a wharf. The other thing is a sheet and pipe mill. Now, if a sheet and pipe mill, ironically, also needs a wharf. Interesting. Didn't know that. Why does it need a wharf? For zinc. Right. So those two are going to be quite closely together, don't we? It'll be 5 days before St. Paddy's. Interesting. Maybe we could have a giant cloverleaf map or something. Yeah, there's a lot of things that go into a sheet and pipe mill. Like, obviously stuff coming from the wharf. And then you got your oxygen furnace and your electric stuff and that. Oh, we've got one of them already. We've got one of these plants. One of those plants are up here, I think. Yeah, it's the Mike Gamer Salt Acid Zone. Or whatever you want to call it. I see. Right. We'll rename some of these as we go. I'm not going to go around renaming everything. Oh, and also, next live stream, it was suggested to me that we needed some sort of like maintenance stream to like go back and make sure that all of these like old trains are upgraded and the railway lines are all doing good. And what else? There was a couple of other things as well that probably just needed, like these stations. They're the old stations. So I think we'll have like a maintenance live stream where we just fix and improve existing stuff. So yeah, maybe we could sort that out because we need... Where's the industry chains gone? There we go. So for the sheep, it's not a sheep, sheet and pipe mill, we could get some acid. Oh, it needs acid as well. We'd be taking this. We'd be nicking the acid. I don't think we should use the same zone because it also needs acid. Good evening. Finally managed to join the stream. Welcome to the stream. I think maybe we should just go with a basic oxygen furnace and a wharf for the sheet and pipe mill. Oh, there's so much that it can take though. We've got the choice between the electric arc furnace and the basic oxygen furnace. But it does still tie to that wharf. So I guess the question is, let's figure out the wharf and then we can do the rest. Okay, so this is where our body parts are going to be produced. Where should we have the wharf? So a wharf... Oh my goodness, we've got things going around in circles here. Look, a wharf takes in sodium hydroxide from the chlor-alkali plant, which is this plant up here. So we could actually get some of this sodium hydroxide and bring it out somewhere. Oh, this is a little bit bad. I don't want it over there. Okay, right. We're going to have to go to that website. Where's Brandon's link? We're going to have to go to the website to figure this one out. Okay, where's it gone? Where's it gone? Cargo flow for Steeltown. There it is. Right. F11 that. Get my drawery tool out. Yeah. Right. Let's share that on the screen. So what we're doing at the minute is the body plan. This is what today's episode live stream is all about. Setting up and getting started with the body plan. Okay. And that's the thing we're just really trying to work out. Because we're making vehicle bodies for our assembly plant. Now, it looks like... Yeah, glass is going to be the one that we've already planned. So the one that we've just been looking at is this glass. And we said that we're going to have a glassworks about halfway. And we found an area where there's quite a few quarries and quite a few soda ash mines. But the next thing we're looking at is this sheet steel. Okay. And to get the sheet steel, we have to have a sheet and pipe mill. That's the one that we're looking at now. We're trying to figure out where the sheet and pipe mill goes. But looking at the sheet and pipe mill, some of the resources from the sheet and pipe mill comes from this plant. Some of the resources come from an oxygen furnace, which can take so many different things. And some of it comes from a wharf. Now, the interesting thing, and the reason why I've come to this sheet, I know we have a wharf. Get rid of the wharf. The interesting thing is that you also need a wharf for the paints and coatings that we're going to be needing as well. So this wharf is going to be absolutely vital and key with the way that we're doing things. Because not only have we got the forward input for paints and coatings, but we've got the backwards and then forwards for the sheet and pipe mill. So those two things are going to be very heavily coupled together. So the wharf and the sheet pipe mill are going to need a special relationship in some sort of way. Now, here's another thing. Let's just see what the chat's saying. Grab one from the web, superimpose it on Harish's face. Map done. Sadly, GIMP doesn't have a thing that Paint does where it makes an even circle. It does. You just hold down a key combination, it just does it. One more to go at pronunciation. Color alcoholai plant thing. We'll just call it the plant. So there's another loop in here as well, where, or sort of loop, where we were looking at the plant producing the acid for our sheet and pipe mill, but it also produces the sodium hydroxide for the wharf. Okay, so what we've essentially got here is if we do one of these plants, and bearing in mind this plant also takes salt, which we don't want to take away from our glassworks. So what we'll do is we'll use the second area where we found quite a lot of... Well, actually, no. We need to look for... oh, God, my mouse has gone crazy. We need to look for soda ash mines and potash mines on that side of the map. Then the plant can feed the steel mill and the wharf. The wharf can also feed the steel mill, which means the steel mill, sorry, not steel mill, the sheet and pipe mill will have 2 inputs. The wharf will have 1 input. The engine plant, no, hang on, it's body plant, isn't it? The body plant will get the glass from the glassworks, and that'll have 2 inputs. So then, really, to even it out, the wharf needs another input. And oh, hang on a minute. The wharf takes the pipe from the sheet and pipe mill. There's a bi-directional loopy relationship going on there. It's even more symbiotic than I thought. Yeah, I will just do everything. I'll mispronounce everything. Right, we figured it out. I figured it out, okay? We can provide what we need by mostly just these 2 industries feeding into each other, and then just using one of these plants to feed into both of those 2 as well. So through those 3 industries we can do really well. Okay, so we need to find, and this is going to be a little bit of a weird mess, to get this sorted and plan this part of the network. We need potash mines and soda ash mines where we'll go into a plant. That's going to be the start. Then we'll get these 2. We'll get them probably relatively close together because we want this pipe and zinc to be like really quickly moving backwards and forwards between the 2 as quickly as possible, because in theory is that going to be self-perpetuating? It will certainly help. It will certainly help. So potash and soda ash. Let's find it. Then we'll actually be able to start building. What was that? What did I just close? Oh, with a snipping tool. So let's go to the window here. And we'll come back down to this section of the world. So we need a soda ash and potash. Where's potash? It's up here. Okay. So we're looking for somewhere with a lot of soda ash and potash mines in the same place. How did that thing feed backwards? It's a new whole interesting system. God, it's getting warm in here again. Those ones aren't quite as easy to spot. I'm not really seeing many of these all in one place, which is a massive shame because that's exactly what we need. Maybe it needs to be further away we need to look. Like, okay, where's the potash and soda ash mines? There's a few soda ash mines around there, and there's a couple of potash. Oh, I don't know what to do about this. There is no good places for this at all. Maybe if we come this way and have a look. Is there any good places around here? Not including the area where we're already in, because we don't want to take that stuff. We need that. Oh, God, look at this. This might be it. I bet there's a massive hill there in the middle, isn't there? Yep, there's a relatively large hill in the middle. This area here looks good. There are a relatively large amount of potash and soda ash mines in the same area, and it's all flat land around there. The only challenge is that that's miles away from where we want it. It needs to go to this plant here. I mean, we could do it. We can certainly do it. What do you think, folks? Should we try and get this group over here together? Is it this group? Where's it gone? Yeah. Should we do this, or should we just, like, spread out? Brought all the iron from all over your face to a single factory. Yes, that was interesting. I feel like just coming up north here and just, like, connecting as many of these as possible. It's relatively flat land and there's nothing else going on here. Right, we'll do that. We're going to do it. We can do it! Yes, it's a bit spread out, but it'll be alright. Okay, so this is going to be our, like, salt. Is it ash? Salt/ash thing. And then that will be... We'll need to put a wharf or something part way. Like somewhere over here. There you are. Look, there's already a wharf there. So that's going to be our wharf. There we are. Wharf. Big W's for wharf. What was the other thing that was alongside the wharf? It was a sheet and something? Ah, my memory's getting worse. Nope. We're not even getting the right thing there. It was a sheet and pipe mill. Is there a sheet and pipe mill round here that we can use? So we are looking roughly around here. And we want a sheet and pipe mill. Not really one nearby, so we'll build one. We'll build one. It's probably here. Some nice flat land with nothing else nearby. Sheet and pipe mill. Okay. So that's where the sheet and pipe mill's going to go. That's the wharf. We've got our salt ash and ash thing. Then we'll have, like... we've got a nice big space here. This is where the that thing I can't pronounce goes. The plant. The plant. So the plant's going to go there. This is where we connect all the bits and bobs into our wharf, into our steel mill. Those things go into the body plant. Cool. Right. Make one massive line with loads of trains. We've already done that. We've got loads of massive lines with loads of massive trains. I mean, this is quite a big line. And it's got lots of trains. Yeah. Where has it gone? This line over here is probably one of our biggest lines. It hasn't got a massive amount of trains yet, but it's going to get more and more trains, that's for sure. And let's just check. Yeah, there's nothing waiting there, so we're all right. Okay, so I think that has planned out everything that we need. Let's go ahead and do it. So the first thing I'm going to do is raise the land and level a bit here. This is where we're going to fund the new industry of the body plant. There we go. One body plant in. Then over here somewhere we're going to need our glass works. I think it might be best sort of there, slightly off round, because that city's a bit close to where I put that label. So we'll put it here. So let's get our fund new industry and we'll do glass works here. We'll just move our label. There we go. Now we don't have to create any industries for that part. So that's where our glassworks is going. That's our body plant. And then we need our something and something mill. What was it called again? Let's have a look. Sheet, I think it was. Sheet and pipe mill. So we'll fund a sheet and pipe mill there. And then we need the plant over here. Where's it gone? There's the plant. There we go. Oh, this is going to work fantastic. Let's start with the industries that we've already got going. So we will be making... Let's work it backwards from the assembly plant. Okay, so we need some platforms to drop off the body parts. So let's do it in the same style as these ones. So for these ones, if we go to railway construction and choose ISR stations, that's the industry station renewal stations, and we're going to just be dropping stuff off. So let's just put in like a good station A. We need to leave a gap of 2 between the assembly plant and the platforms. And we also need to leave a gap of 2 between anything else and the platforms. So we can go in from here. Okay, so that's a 1 by 1. That's fine. That's fine. And then we can just level out what we need from here. So we need a 4 wide, just over 10 long. And we'll just put the drag and drop on now. There we go. So let's get in the bits that we need to do this. There we go. That's it. We're off. We're building, folks. We are building. How did I do it up here? In and then to the depots. Okay. Really? Oh, into the outside. Right, I see. Like this. There we go. Double depots there. These were optional double depots. So we'll just put them in and remove the forbidden piece of track. We'll push that out to here. And then these ones need to merge, and those ones... Are we going to leave it as 2 double lines? I don't think we need to leave this one as 2 double lines. I think we can let it split. So what we'll do is we'll have this one come out at least 12 in length. And then we'll come across and connect that one up. So we'll have them merge. These ones here will also need to merge. So I'm not sure on how we're going to do that yet. Just seems a little bit crazy that they're out there like that. Bring that across. Nothing wrong with just having a little kink in it there. In fact, what we'll do is we'll make the kink even to the bit where the split happens there. Now the question is how we're going to get this railway line over there without any problems over this water. That is a good question. How are we going to do that? I feel like doing it from here is probably a good idea. But then, like, how from here? Presumably, it's going to have to go up and then back down again. Surely it's going to have to go up and down again. So if we go up a little bit. A tunnel. Yeah, but the problem is like going down, you can't go under the water, can you? So we'll do something like this. Just do a tunnel. But you can go on the water level. That is true, as long as you do it right. So, if we just make that bigger there, but then come down here, we can put a tunnel through there. And as long as you, like, put some sort of safety net, something like that. I'm not 100% sure this is going to work, but we'll see. Yeah. I'm going to just peel that bit back and do it. Oh, this is difficult. I don't like working at water level. There we go. Okay, so that bit works. That bit works. I guess that's okay. As Brandon says, water will eat a track unless you block it with canals. I mean, yeah, I'm blocking it with land, so it'll work. I think what I'm going to do is instead of having this line kink over like that, we will put tunnels in here on the straight bits. So we'll have them tunnel here so that this can go across the land there. Like that. I'm sure that'll be fine. Yeah? It looks like Dutch water management. I suppose in some ways it is. Okay, so that is across there. We can get rid of that. That can go down here, I think. I think we can do one closer there. We can. Tunnel, tunnel. Okay, I'm happy with that. Then this can come along here at the same height and then connect up. There we go, folks. Done it. We've done it. The only thing is we just need to make sure that this bit never gets flooded. So that looks okay there. Let's connect that up. Just make that a little bit neater. Probably just cut that there. And then I guess just fill in that little bit of height difference here, because it looks a bit weird. Could you not use a single tunnel? I mean, I could do, but it got a bit kinky. And I didn't like that. The only thing is now is this is too short. That needs to be longer. Okay, so this has to be at least 10 in length because that's the length of our trains. But that's okay. There we go. Done it. Put that way, put that way. Looks good to me. Okay, I guess we want to signal there. Yep, that looks good as well. There we are. Or you could just tunnel near the lane and then branch directly into the main it joins. Oh my goodness. There are a lot of different ways to approach this. The way I've done it has kept it relatively... No, I see what you're saying. What, like this? I think I see what you're saying though, you guys. And I like that idea. Yeah. There we go. Yeah. There's not a massive amount of difference between the two. But that's what you guys were saying, and I like the idea, so we'll do that. I mean, you can make it neater, because you don't need to branch like that, so... I guess you could just Y-split it like this. Whoa! Mouse went crazy. And because you haven't got the extra kink in it, it doesn't matter. Just split it like that. Doosh. And that won't slow the trains down either. That will not slow the trains down. That's even better. Okay, brilliant. So this is the parts that are going to be coming... God, the mouse is really sensitive. And we need to have a station over here. So we're going to do... Oh my goodness. We'll do a 10 length row. And here, this is where we're stacking up some stuff. Let's use a low goods station or something. Yeah, let's use a freight station. We're going to just do a 4x10 row. And we're going to have this one standard. And then if there is throughput problems, I will upgrade it. I've left myself space. Okay, I've left myself a bit of space to upgrade this one. So we'll have an optional depot just before. And we'll have these ones coming out here like this. I see the light. I saw some light. It was bright. I didn't like it. Let's stay inside. The blind closed. And then we'll have optional depots afterwards. Oh my goodness, that's no good. There we go. Optional depots afterwards. And this can just join up there. Good. Signal, signal, signal. One signal before going in, one signal before the depot. Down the track and down the track. Okay, so that's that bit sorted. Now I've got to connect the two, which is relatively straightforward. And it looks like the land is relatively straightforward on that as well. So if I do this, that cost us 2 million and we can get right over here with that. And I feel like this piece of land should just like, this track, sorry, not this land, should just bosh through here. Like that. There we go. And then we'll just have it like a, let's get rid of that river. It's completely in the way. There we are. Wildlife has been relocated to another location. Now, there are some people who watch my videos or streams that really, really don't like it when I build across rivers like this. And I'm not 100% sure why. Maybe they feel it's not realistic. Maybe they don't like land alteration so much. I'm not sure. But it doesn't bother me. For the most part, doesn't bother me. There we go. Okay, so that's one set done. Now we need to get... Which one's that? That's the body plan. Now we need to get the glassworks into the body plan. So here's the glassworks. For the glassworks, what we'll do is we'll have length 10 going out, but lots of different length 6 going in. So we'll have one big length 10 station like here. like that. And we'll do the same. We'll do this. We'll just have the same sort of row, and again, we'll do it as a bit of an experiment. We've been doing some really interesting and also more complex stations recently. And these are the sorts of stations that a lot of people, the ones that I'm building now, are the sorts of stations that a lot of people use. And it's the ones that I used to use a lot as well. But the question is, are they adequate? Will they do the job? And I've got a feeling the answer's probably going to be yes. But I don't know. It's like, how necessary is it to have the more complicated stations that we've been doing? How much can you just do this kind of simple turnaround row? I know that this bit down here really slows down traffic. So if you have a lot of throughput, you have to do something about it. But just having a second lane coming off round here and then connecting up there, that just fixes it. You know, you can get you can improve the throughput to the point where it's okay. There we go. Right then, folks. Let's get the station on the other side put in. These are all going to be the same. There. And I guess it's going to be like this. The only problem is we're going to need a depot here. Let's get a bit more land going. We've got plenty of money. Oh my goodness, we've only got 91 million left. We started this episode with like 230 odd million. And we've only got 91 million left. So I've been spending a lot of money. Probably a bit too much money, actually. But it's fine. I'm sure the company's not going to go bust much. Be alright. There we go. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. There we go. Okay, so that works there. Let's connect that bit up. Sorry to ask again, the upcoming event on Saturday of March is playable by every person, or is it limited to subscribers? It's everyone. It's a viewer game, not a subscriber game, it's a viewer game. And it's not viewer plus subscribers, it's viewers. If you view the channel, you're allowed to sign up. That's right, Elaine. So it's open to everyone. You just have to register beforehand. If you turn up 5 minutes before the 5 minutes after the start of the event and then say, oh, can I join in? The answer will be no. I think I've just built these lines all the wrong way around. Oh, no, I haven't. Nope, I've been building them all the right way around. Thank goodness for that. I will probably do some sort of video announcement, and I will attempt to make it as clear as I can that this is a viewer's game, and my viewers' games are for all viewers. Whether you are a viewer plus subscriber, a Twitch viewer, any other sort of viewer, it is all up for grabs. There we go. So this is the body parts, and now we're going to connect it up to the glassworks. And it looks like the two lines are almost perfectly in line. We're just going to have a little kink. And there's nothing wrong with a little kink in OpenTTD. There we go. There we are. Sorted. Dang cell towers. Yeah, I know. They didn't even do anything in the game. Apart from get in the way. It's like they have no function. Okay. Good. Okay, so we've got the glassworks connected to the body parts, connected to the assembly plant. All of that is pointless, though, until we can get stuff connected in at the glassworks. So what we're going to have is a different station now. What are we going to be dropping off at the glassworks? Sand and soda ash. So with sand and soda ash, for the ISR stations, we're going to actually be doing... where's it gone? Where's it gone? It's going to be this one. It's going to be the mineral unloader. And these are going to be 6 length, but we're going to do them in 2 lots of 4. So that's going to be the wrong way around. So that's 1. And that's 2, but I'm going to delete it because I want it to be the same station. So we're going to hold control this time and do... just connect it up to the same one. Let's see. You have built every station since the start of the series the wrong way round. No. Well, sometimes I build things one way and sometimes I build them the other way. Good evening, Appalling. Welcome. 5G mobile standard in 1962. I don't think so. I think they're probably just... I don't know what technology was in 1962, but it almost certainly wasn't 5G. So for these ones, we are going to do, again, quite simple stations. We're going to have a split with a signal going in. We're going to have a double optional depot beforehand and a signal before the depots. And then on the end of each platform, we'll put a signal, a path signal, unless it... If we don't do that, it will consider the entire station one signal block. And then we'll just turn it around and head on out. I know roughly which direction these tracks are going, but I don't know exactly, so... something like this. There we go. Now the only problem here on the exit is we haven't got room for a depot right away because we've got the other station in the way. So what we'll do is we'll add the other depot on the exit here. It fits. It's not perfect, but it fits. We're going to do 2 stations which are spread. So it's the same station, but it's 2 separate sets of platforms. Radio TV towers. Mobile phones were introduced in the 80s, says Elaine. With this one, though, we have no reason to put the depots any further down the line. So we'll put them close there. And we'll put them here. We leave a space so that we don't get a 90-degree turn. Get our signal before the platforms, signals before the depots. Signal after the platform, one before the depot there, one before the depot here. If I will put loads of signals in. On this series, we don't have maintenance, so you just put them wherever you need them. And then this line actually will need to kink to here. And there we go. Just got rid of a little bit too much track there. And there we are. So that is our drop-off stations, and somehow we've got to get that connected up. Are they down here? Yeah, to this area. So I think, yeah, we're just going to head south and straight across this water because it's easier. Oh, there's going to be some people that hate me for that. Let's just change this one, though, because if we're going to be heading south, we want to do it like this. And we'll have this corner be at least length 6 so that our trains don't slow down. There we go. And then we'll do the same here, actually. See, I did the station just thinking that we were heading out straight. I didn't realise that we had a corner to turn pretty sharpish. And I guess we'll leave... We should leave a gap of 2 between them, but that football stadium's... We'll leave a gap of 1 between them. No, we need to leave a gap of 2 to allow for depots. Well, that's the point. We haven't put depots part way along these lines, so we'll have to sort that out. I tell you what we'll do. We'll just quickly sneak this line 1 further closer in. There we go. I really want a gap of 2 between these 2 railway lines. So these are 2 separate lines. They're just twins. We're just doing 2 lots of exactly the same thing. So now, how many million have we got left? 87 million. 85 million. 83 million. 80 million. 77 million. We need to come diagonally across here, just under Puntford. So we're going to do diagonal lines here. And I don't know what that leaves in case of a 2. So let me just measure it. 1, 2. Oh god, I messed that up. Then a 1, 2 gap and 1 there. Can't build on water. Why can't I build on water? If I want to build on water, I'll build on water. There you go. Yep, we'll get... Well, it's more of a turn than a corner or... yeah, it's more of a corner or turn than a kink. But there we go. That's where we want the 2 lines to go, under Puntford. So now we get the land leveling tool. Get it in just the right spot and do a diagonal land level to that and connect it up. Same here. Use control to do this, by the way, if you didn't know, folks, to go the other way. I'm going to have to just knock those bits off there. So this is the corner. Like this. I'll put the track in. And then we'll tidy it up, because that's easier. There you go. Lots and lots of track, eh? There we go. Lovely little railway lines, actually. It's nice when you get nice, neat lines like this. We haven't got any boats, so we don't have to worry about it, but we could have boats. I'm not saying that we will never have boats. I'm also not saying that at some point we'll have boats. We actually have already got boats, haven't we? We've got boats in this area, in the Beanstown Loop. Yeah, it is expensive. It's very expensive. I didn't forget to do the 2 gap across the water. What? No, look, we've got 2 gap. We've still got the 2 gap between. We're not doing boats. Right, and then it's this area which has the stuff that we need. So I guess we just need to put down like the stations and then figure out how to connect them these tracks. So let's just quickly get to the world map. And it was the there we go. It wasn't the potash mine. It was the was it soda ash mine and I can't remember now. There was something. It wasn't an oxygen furnace. Was it a quarry? There is a quarry there, and there is another quarry there. What does that make? Sand. Let's just check. Glassworks is sand, right? Soda ash and sand, yes. So it's the soda ash mines and the quarries which we need. So, soda ash mine. Just maximize that as much as possible. Soda ash mine and the quarry. There we go. So that's what we've got round here. So we've got 3 down here and 2 up there with an extra 2. So I guess we'll just do these 3 and that one, and then we'll put that on a line. So what we're going to do is these 2 are going to have the same station. It's going to be... Or is it? If we do the same station, we could end up with a load of trains just filling up on the same thing. Soda ash and potash. Yes. We'll tell you what we'll do. We will do the same stations. We'll do 2 separate stations, but we'll put them right next to each other. So we'll do 3 tracks, 6 length. Like this. And then we'll put one right next to it. And we'll use control to build a separate station. But then we'll just treat them like one station. So I guess we'll just do that. Yep, that's what we'll do. That's a brilliant way of doing it, actually. I used to use waypoints for this, but it's pointless. It's way pointless. That should be a t-shirt. Just use 2 stations. It's way pointless. Oh no! You can tell I'm a dad. The dad jokes are coming. So I think what we'll do is, because trains will ultimately slow down here anyway. If they're going to slow down here anyway, we'll use a tight corner. It's neater. Chat's going crazy now because I'm trying to tell jokes. I can see it out of the corner of my eye. I'm not going to look. I'm never going to look. I looked. The second station is outside the catchment. Yes, I'll fix that egg. Thank you very much for reminding me, though. A few people said the same thing. Catchment, 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 catchment. Don't worry. Don't worry. The second station is going to be fine. I had forgotten to do it, but I am going to do it. So don't worry. It's all right. So let's get an optional depot in here. As long as the town don't hate me. Probably be all right. So what we're going to do in a minute. We'll fix that in a minute. I know what I'm doing. I almost definitely know what I'm doing. Is that this station is going to connect up to one of these lines, the lower line, but I think this oxygen furnace is right in the way. Yeah, it is. So what we'll do is we'll come below the oxygen furnace, like that. Which will be fine. And then we'll just have a little kink. Because as we all know, God, this is quickly becoming something that I wasn't expecting to be a little bit of a catchphrase. There's nothing wrong with a little kink. It's true, there isn't. A little kink won't slow your trains down like that. Corners will, kinks won't. There we go. So let's put some signals in to get the signals down there going that way. Signals going down there going that. No, no, no. They're all on the wrong side. Oh, no, they're not. It appears that this entire part of the network is backwards. Oh, we'll just have to live with that. I'm not changing it. I'm not changing it. It's staying like it. So at the mineral silo, what we're going to do is we're going to have mineral piles. So what we'll do is we'll have a mineral pile here that extends out towards this one thing. And then we'll have another mineral pile here, but spread it to the other station. Just making sure I get the right station there. And now both stations have the coverage that we need. So that one's got good coverage, and that one's got the coverage. You can see the coverage when I switch between them. Okay. So thanks for reminding me. I nearly forgot to do that. John says, yo, been watching your tutorials the last couple of weeks. Thank you. I've been having so much fun playing OpenTTD. It's a fantastic game. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Hellish getting part of the network right needs to be clipped. It does not need to be clipped. I've noticed we've got quite a few viewers here at the moment, so we'll just take a very quick break to remind everybody that not this coming Saturday, but Saturday next week on the 12th will be my next OpenTTD viewers game. Any viewer from any platform, you don't have to be a viewer plus subscriber or anything like that, can come and join along. But you must be there for registration before the live stream. This time registration is going to be on Discord, so watch out on Discord and social media for the information about what time that's going to be and how to do it this week. I will be posting all the information. So eagle-eyed if you want to watch or be part of that live stream a week on Saturday. Okay, so we're gonna do both parts of this network backwards, but never mind. Now we've got another quarry here. What we'll do is we'll just shuttle this quarry into one of these platforms. So it's gonna have to be probably this one. And we'll do a very basic drop-off sort of thing. So this is going to be, if we do a mineral drop-off, it's going to be a mineral unloader. It's going to be 2 tracks with a platform length of 6, and we will shove it here. And then we'll get a loader and we'll pop it as far away as we can from the quarry. There. And I don't think we're going to be able to do like a direct route. Money's okay at the minute. We've got 73 million. But if we come out just a couple of squares there and do a diagonal, yeah, we'll be all right. It's not the best of lines, but it'll be all right. Because these are terminus, we can just do this. It's not a problem. And it's going to be very, even when the network's up and running at full pelt, it's going to be low throughput, this area. You're going to have a few trains going around, and we could even put a couple of more than one depot in. Don't think it would harm it. And we will do the signals the same way around on this part of the network. And we'll, you know what, we'll name this part of the network as well, and hopefully we'll get a Dutchie. So we'll get somebody who's Dutch popping in. Okay, so that one, yep, the coverage hits the quarry. So we're going to be just shuttling that over here, picking it up, and then taking it all the way down this line to the glassworks. Once we've been to the glassworks, we'll be picking up the glass, taking that all the way down to the body plant. And once we've got the bodies, we'll be taking that all the way down to the assembly plant, where things are really starting to hot up now. Okay, let's have a look at the time. We've been streaming for an hour and a half, haven't we? Yeah. Okay, so we're getting close towards the end of the live stream now. You just got the YouTube notification that I'm streaming. Oh my goodness. You would think that a massive corporation like that would be able to get that sort of thing on time, wouldn't you? Never mind. Never mind. This is why. Don't rely on that. Come to Discord. Discord's the best place, I think. Discord is like... If YouTube and Twitch and Facebook are the platforms where people view my content, Discord is the community hub behind my content. And like my website is like my market stall, so to speak. Let's see. Right then, we've got a few more things to hook up over here. So let's go back into the world map and just remind ourselves. So we've got these two nearby and those two over there. I think we'll do these as 2 separate stations and then with 2 separate feeders. Okay, so let's do that. So what we're going to do here is we're going to have a mineral silo 4-track 6 platform length for this quarry, and we're just going to make it, let's just check the right way around for this part of the network. This is the backwards network. Nope. At the end of the platforms, we need a straight bit so that we can pop a signal on. There we go. Now somehow I want to get that like this without making a mess. I mean, we could just leave it like that. It might not be the end of the world. I don't think I can bring myself to leave it like that. We're gonna have it's going against the Ghostbusters rule. It's going against the Ghostbusters rule. We can't do that. Okay, we're gonna have to strip this back, and I don't know if there's enough room, but I'm going to attempt to put a tunnel in. So if I do that and that, there is just enough room. There we go. This is why we leave gaps in things. I mean, it's not the best way of doing it. That's not the best way of doing it, but we've done it. And then there's the soda ash mine. So I guess let's extend this out a little. And then we're just going to come straight up north with it, I guess. Can we get catchment nicely into that soda ash? I think so. We need the same platforms again. Yeah, that works. There we go. Nope, nope, nope. Nearly forgot the signals on the end of the platform then. Now, like I said, these stations are not going to be seeing big throughput. That is why they are only 6 length, and that is why I'm not worried about having these sharp turns in. I mean, it doesn't matter too much about the sharp turns anyway, because at a station, because your trains are slowing up and speeding down anyway. There we go. Get rid of the forbidden bit of track, put that in there, get your depot in, get rid of the forbidden bit of track, bring this down here and connect it up, pop our signal in. There we go. So those are those two connected. Now we're going to do something like what we did here. It's just going to be a little bit further. Elaine says, God may have created the world, but the Dutch created the Netherlands. It's a very well-known saying. That is an interesting saying. I understand the premise behind that, and I find it amusing. So we're going to have a 2-track... Whoa, this camera! What is with this scroll speed, developers? Come on. Why am I having this problem? Surely something can be done to improve this. I don't know if I can spread that station that far. Let's try. Yep, I can. Okay. I don't know whether it's just the sensitivity of my mouse, or whether it's to do with the higher resolution screen that I'm using, or whether that has been a change in the code. But I do feel like in this version of OpenTTD, it is so much more twitchy on the mouse. Is there a scroll setting? If there is, I can't find it. Tell you what, let's open an old version of OpenTTD. This is going to break everything, isn't it? I don't even know if I have an old version anymore, because I reinstalled my computer, didn't I? Let's go into my games drive. So I've got Steam with OpenTTD current, and then I've deliberately installed OpenTTD 1.11 and 1.10. But I feel like it's further back than that. And I don't have my old games drive anymore. That's gone. So I'd actually have to go back and install an older version. Okay, so we're going to do this bit backwards as well to please other people. That's the connection for that one done. Now we've got this one. Is that it? There? Yeah, that's quite a long one. This is quite a long shuttle, but we're going to do it anyway. So, I don't think normally I'd do such a long shuttle as this. However, we are then taking it quite a long journey across the map afterwards. So let's see, how far away can I put this loading station in? I mean, the station spread on this game I think is 15, so we should be able to go that low. Yeah, we can. It's warm again. 24 degrees now in my office. I have no idea what's going on in my office today. It's weird. Normally my office on a day like this sits at 22 degrees. But today it's been mostly 24 degrees and I have no idea why. And I don't like it. I mean, I've got fans here. I'll turn some of my fans on. In fact, if I go to Cam 2, you can actually see some of my desk fans here. They're on little hinges. They're PC computer fans. And they're on the 12-volt power system that goes around my office, the same as these lights. These lights up here, they're not 12-volt power off the ring. These are separate. But these strip lighting and the strip lighting on this wall... Can I show you the strip lighting on that wall? Yeah, I'll show you the strip lighting on that wall. Some of you may have seen it, but I will show you it anyway. So, let's see. Where's it gone? Where's it gone? Where's it gone? There it is. There you are, the strip lighting on the wall, and these strip lights are all on my 12-volt system. These fans are as well, so there's a little switch up here. Get them going. And I've got some here as well. So hopefully they will keep me cool as we continue to build. Okay, so feeder stations into those stations done. This station's done. Feeder stations into that station's done. All going down here to the glassworks, which then all goes down here to the body plant, which then all goes down here to the assembly plant. So let's get the trains up and going. That is such a lush setup. I envy it greatly. I used to have my monitors set up differently, and I've changed them about over the years as I've added more and upgraded as I've gone along. But oh, this is my favourite setup by far. One relatively large screen in the middle that is 1440p at 140 hertz, and then the two side ones vertically. So there's a vertical one. This is only 1440, and that is perfectly good for the gaming that I do. If I had a 4K monitor there, I wouldn't be able to afford a monitor with a really high refresh rate. So 1440p with a 1440 hertz refresh is kind of a good trade-off. And then this one up here, this is 4K, but it's only 60 hertz. So it's not, but it doesn't need to be. I don't game on it. And because it's 4K, then you can afford to split up the screens because you can have small text at high quality. And watch what happens when I move the chat from this screen onto the main screen. Look at the size difference. Okay, it nearly fills up the 1440 screen. You almost get a full 1440, 3 of them, by doing that. It's ridiculous. It is. It is a fantastic setup. I might do a video about it because I love it. It's great. Okay, so let's have a look here. What engines are we going to have? Well, I think we're going to start going diesel. Because the diesel is cheaper to run. It's got the same top speed. Its reliability is 91%, so that's really good. Although the traction effort of the steam engine is better. But the power on the diesel's better. We're going with the diesel. So we're going to buy the diesel, and we are transferring sand. So let's go in here and choose sand, which is the coal truck. So we buy and refit up to a length of 6. And we're going to say go there, come down here, and transfer, not full load, transfer there. And we'll clone that once so that there's 2 of them. and set them both going. And then in this depot, I will clone one of those trains because it's the same sort of train. But I didn't hold control, so it's not got shared orders. So we can change these orders to full load here, go all the way down this line and unload there. And then we'll clone that, and I think we're going to need 5 or 6. We'll set them on their way as well. Now here we've got a soda ash mine, so we are going to get a new vehicle, and we're going to get the UU-37, and we want soda ash, which is the coal truck again, but when we select that cargo type drop down, it allows us to buy and refit without me forgetting, which is such a good feature. It was only added a couple of versions ago. Full load here, down the line, and then we'll transfer here, and we'll clone that so there's 3 of them, not 2, because I'm pretty sure we're going to need 3, and it's a longer line. And then these trains here, we'll clone one of them for simplicity, not holding control, so we can change the orders, and we can full load here, down the line, and unload there. Brilliant. Okay, and we'll clone that out so there's 5 of them, or 6. We'll get on our way. The screen you're running the game on is a curved one. That is true. Yes, it is curved. With me having a corner desk set up like this, I do much prefer having a curved middle monitor. I used to have 3 curved monitors, and that worked as well. But having 3 monitors like this, where 2 of them are split into 3, it's like having 7 monitors, but you only have 3. So you get the advantages of being able to put lots of different pieces of information all over the place. Like, I can just glance up there and see my bitrate on Twitch. I can glance down here and see what the moderators are saying in the moderator chat on Discord. Like, I have that open when I'm streaming. It's really good to have that, especially if you're a streamer or a content creator. But you don't have the problem of having to deal with 6 power cables and 6 HDMI cables or display cables, and then having the ports on the computer to be able to plug them all into. It is a nightmare to have many screens without spending a lot of money, and this was a relatively good way to do it. It's a fantastic setup for the price. Okay. Hang on, what was that? Did I get an important email? Hang on a second, just checking my email. Just checking, what is it? Okay, it wasn't important. Coke ovens came in all colours. Yes. Yes, different things come in all different colours. Traction effort doesn't really matter unless you have horsepower to maintain the top speed. Unless you don't have horsepower to maintain the top speed. Alright, okay. Okay, I can't remember what I was doing now. I think I did them. Yes, okay, so we've done all of those ones. Now we have to do these down here. So we're going to need to clone some quarry trains. So let's do them. We're almost certainly going to only need 2 trains here. So let's just delete these orders. Full load there. Come down here and transfer. And clone. Set them on their way. And now these ones are going to be a little bit different. So we're going to clone one of those trains. And we have to be careful about which platforms we select. So we're going to full load on this station and then go all the way down here and unload. And we don't have to be careful the other end because it's all one station. And we'll clone that so that there is 4 of them, let's say. And then for the ash mine, we will clone one of these trains get rid of the orders, and say go to that set of platforms, which is a different station, and come over here and unload. And I can't remember how many. I just cloned 4 of them. I think 3 of these is going to be enough. So I'll just clone 2 more. And we'll send them on their way. You're going to test something on Twitch and see if it works. Okay, it works. I didn't see what it was. Didn't see what it was at all. So that's all of them done. Now down here, we're going to be producing glass. So we need new vehicles. We need the engines. Let's pop an engine in. And then we're going to be needing something to transport glass, which is a goods van. Now we're length 10. So let's make sure we make the trains long enough. A lane raided. Oh, I see. Okay. So 1-person raid. I don't think I even got a you don't get notifications for a 1-person raid. Full load there. Straight down that line. Unload there. Easy peasy. Simple. Brilliant. We'll get 4 trains going there. It's going to be way too much to begin with. But hopefully we will need those trains sometime soon. And then we're going to have a new vehicle here, which we're going to do the U37 diesel. And I think we're going to have to do some train replacing next time. And we're going to be moving vehicle bodies. So for vehicle bodies, where's vehicle? Vehicle bodies, there it is, in a goods van. And that is length 10 as well. There we go. And the orders, we're going to say full load here, come down the track, unload there. Brilliant. And I can't remember how many we cloned of the others. I don't think I held control then. No, I didn't. Okay. Delete the orders. Shared orders. There we go. Fixed it, and we'll do another one. So we've got 3 there. Yeah, it's so you don't call spam. I think you can change it as well. I think you can change it to different amounts. Okay, folks. So we have one section of this done. Okay. The other section of this for the body plant is over here. It's the sheet and pipe mill which we sorted out with the wharf, and the wharf has got something that needs to go to the sheet and pipe mill, and the sheet and pipe mill have got something that needs to go to the wharf, and then we've also got the plant, and the plant has something that needs to go to the wharf, and the plant has something that needs to go to the sheet and pipe mill. So it's going to be an interesting little network that we need to create around here, but we're going to have to wait until next time to do that. Okay, folks, so big reminder, not this coming Saturday, but the one after on the 12th, we've got an OpenTTD viewers game. Get it down in your diary. It's going to be a relatively big event, I think. It's going to be good fun. I don't know exactly what we're doing yet, but they're always all good fun. And remember, tomorrow night is my Transport Fever 2 Let's Play. If you enjoy OpenTTD, you definitely want to be catching that live stream. So we're going to leave it there, folks. Next time, we will add this part of the network and then go into full maintenance mode. We'll make sure all our trains are upgraded in the right way. We'll make sure we've got enough trains in the right places. You need to remove a signal between the depot and the loading station, otherwise the fortress... Oh my, which one, Leon? Oh, go over here? You need to remove the signal between the depot and the loading station, otherwise the 4 train blocks the other train 3 platforms for the soda ash for the site. No, I see what you're saying. Yeah. Yeah, I see what you're saying. What we should really have done is this, to make it even better. To just let's go back into building mode, and then put a separate set of depots here. Yeah. We should have done that. I should have done that. And that's where we should have done them for. What we'll do is, I think it was the bottom 3, wasn't it? Yeah, it's the bottom 3. We'll clone that one. We'll get rid of... Hang on a minute. We'll stop the trains. And just before I get rid of them, let's just double check I get the right ones. So this is going to Woods, which is that one. It is the right one. Get rid of those trains. And then I will clone these trains. And that's really how I should have done it. With a split, the depots, and then going into the separate platforms. That would need to force servicing to use the depot overflow. I don't think we'd need to force servicing because there's only one way. But we've got them in there now. Jobs are good in there. The only thing is, the only problem is if a train decides it needs to service and it picks the wrong depot, it will then go through the platforms. But what we're going to do is we're just going to put a little escape line there just so they can go back. Sorted. Jobs are good. And there we go. It's fine. Oh. Yeah, I'm happy with that. I mean, yeah, removing that signal would have also worked. Leon, you're totally right. It would have worked. But this is really what I wanted to have done in the first place and just didn't really. So there we go. Right, yep, there we are. We're not even gonna press play. We're not even gonna press play. We're just gonna leave the trains in the depot. We're gonna do more building next time. We've got 70 million left in the bank account. Hopefully that's enough. I think it will be. But I'm gonna get ready and get off for bed because I'm gonna be up at 5:30 tomorrow to get out of bed, and I'm gonna get dressed and ready. And I'm planning a 12-kilometer bike ride before going on the school run. So I have to get my daughter up at 7:30. So I'll be biking from 6 till 7 in the morning. I'm going to try and do 12 kilometers. I did manage that last week, but I should be able to manage it again tomorrow. And then I've got to take my daughter to school and then come back for the morning meeting starting at 9 o'clock. So there we go. It's going to be a busy day. And then we've got Transport Fever 2 tomorrow night. So don't forget that. And the big OpenTTD game next week. I will try and get a message out on social media this week and next week so everybody knows about it, and maybe we'll even do an announcement video. I will see you all soon. You've all been brilliant in chat as always. Thank you very much, folks. And we'll name these places after Viewer Plus subscribers next time. Take care. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you all tomorrow night. Goodbye.